where people for some reason are on horses when you have guns still. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
That's what happened in World War One. It was the end of cavalry.
Yeah. Isn't that it worked out really well for them?
Come on, Inks. Let's just start off being offensive, all right?
I'm not.
See, horses don't exist anymore because
horses are fantastic animals.
Horses evolved. Guns evolved from horses
that are basically abused.
Wait, actually, Brazil. Then why do we still have horses, Brazil? Checkmate, atheists. There we go. Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
they're fun to ride.
What's this about evolving?
Yeah. Brazil, tide goes in, tide goes out. Can't explain that, can you?
Yeah.
Horses equal meat. They do, but like, is horse meat actually any good? I've never had.
Have you ever eaten Taco Bell before?
Yeah, but in Canada it's made of like giraffe or something. It's not actually made of horse.
Teapot, have you ever had a Tesco lasagna?
Yeah, that's got the horse meat. I was just about to say, yeah, those Findus lasagnas, you know, those got the horse meat in, yeah?
Yeah. Do you know what kind of cheese they use for those?
What kind of cheese?
Mascarpone.
Okay.
What?
Mascarpone.
Mascarpone.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! just, I'm gonna kick you from the Skype call now. That is not acceptable.
That's
I don't understand.
What is? Because it's got pony in it.
Yeah. Mascarpone, the cheese, mascarpone to hide a pony, to hide like horse meat in it, because they Tesco and Findus managed to hide horse meat in the lasagna for years.
So it's just a bad joke.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's a bad pun.
Oh. Wow. Bennett.
Oh, hey, Brobo. Hey, I have something for you guys.
Hey, Brobo.
This is good.
Okay. Yeah, you've been holding back this coffee pasta.
He's been waiting for it.
Time.
There we are.
Guys, please stop trash talking Brobo and ES. Brobo learned valuable secrets before he was kicked from his elitist guild for being too good. Like how to increase the DPS uptime of other party members by taking aggro from the bosses and then dying on purpose. He has mastered the art of downstate lava fun, and every single death of his is intentional and calculated. He truly knows what it means to take one for the team. What is this? What is
sure
this?
Does. What a guy, that Brobo.
Oh, and look.
What a guy.
Look, Gior has just subbed as well. You know how about that? Well, there wasn't even Glor. I don't even know what the hell that
Glory.
is. Glory, but with a 1. You know, well done for the sub. I'm not going to interrupt stuff by calling out subs the entire time, though, guys. So,
I will.
Okay,
I'll do it.
Fine. Okay,
just keep
Brazil
on subbing, guys.
Okay, fine.
Well, I mean, we had a gem store patch this week.
Thanks, man. I love you.
Continuation of Halloween, so
yeah,
not a whole lot of excitement.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit of Guild Wars 2. You know, let's talk a little bit of Guild. Black Lion chest. Now you get the the trick or treat bag in there. That's some serious value.
You do.
Yes.
Well, so I have a whole video on this that I need to get off my ass and finish. It's not that you get a trick or treat bag. You were getting the trick or treat bag anyway. It's that they took the booster away from you, and so you're getting the same 2 slots that you always got. You just don't get a booster anymore. So the trick or treat bag, the Winter's Day bag, whatever the hell you want to call it, whatever that's going to be going forward, you were always getting anyway. The people are so up in arms. They're like, they took a booster away and they put a trick or treat bag in there instead. No, you were getting that anyway.
I need an XP booster.
Some people like the boosters. I honestly don't care, and I'm glad they're gone.
Wow.
Really? Boosters are kind of good though.
What about for them?
Really.
What about for those try-hard raid groups?
For what?
What about when you?
Yeah,
what about when
Inks, if you get world first, you're not going to get world first without an XP booster.
You need boosters, man.
Imbecile.
Yeah, for world first.
How else are you going to carry
This is why you're
Brobo?
trash at raids, Inks.
Well, the reason he's trash at raids is because he picked the wrong profession, right? Because QT killed Revenant.
Because QT hates Revenant.
Yeah,
so
QT killed Revenant.
Killed it.
So yeah, rip Revenant, guys.
What happened was, what's up, haters? Subi and company. They all got in a room with Mo. They were like, Mo, come on, man. Revenant is shit. Just get rid of it. It's no good. Nobody likes it.
It's the last piece of
except
Heart of
Inks.
Thorns content you haven't deleted yet.
That's right. I mean, come on. If you're not going to deliver legendary armor, why is Revenant even in the game? So they were like, you know what?
Shits and grins, mate.
QT, you guys are right. fuck all the other guilds that are testing for us. You guys are right, even though they're not testing for them. It's irrelevant. They should be.
But are you still having fun playing Revenant though, even though you've been essentially
it turns out that Revenant is just as best at farming as all the other classes. So you can still get seaweed, and you can still get linseed oil and iron mines.
But it's too slow.
Just as
Thief
good
is best at right?
all that other stuff.
That's incorrect. Because the very first YouTube video I ever made was about a ranger gathering build. And how you could send pets to aggro mobs near the ore so they wouldn't hit you while you were gathering, and no other class can do that. So Ranger is actually
now. You
best
don't
at
get ruined ore anymore, though, do you?
That happens with the mining pick.
You don't get it anymore, do you?
A lower quality mining pick than what you're mining.
Yeah,
yeah.
Revenant's really good at gathering, man.
You always had a chance to get it if you were in combat before, but they took that out a while ago.
There you go.
I didn't even know that.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't raided since the week after balance changes happened, and I did it with a pug. And
I bet that was good.
I'll never be doing that ever again. I recommend nobody ever pug raids because it's terrible.
Is it because they recognized your account name? Like we're not playing with.
No, nobody knows who the hell I am. No, it's fine. They don't know who the hell I am. But it was not fun. And they weren't even bad pugs. They weren't even bad. It was just terrible. It was just not fun.
Well,
raids used to be okay. So raids, Teapot's going to get in trouble for this. But that's okay. Raids used to be like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Everybody would go, and there's something to eat for everybody there, and they'd have a fun time. And you come out of the raids and be like, man, that was fucking good. But now raids is kind of like Sylvester Stallone drugged you, trapped you under a glass coffee table, and he paid a hooker to take a crap on you.
Still sounds like a good timing, so I don't know what the problem is.
Now, some people like that, and they're still enjoying raids, but I don't. I don't like having a hooker shit on me under a glass table.
Prude.
There you go.
I've seen videos of it, so why not experience it?
So here's the thing. So, like, we've got the balance changes, all right? Is this just what you'd think is a genuinely bad, detrimental change to the game, or is it more that we have to let me finish?
I told you before the stream, man. That's why I need you here.
Or is it that there's a transition period between a way of playing the raids and dealing with the changes?
All right.
I am playing devil's advocate here, so I know what is going to be very.
We're gonna. This is lecture time. All right. Have you ever taken calculus?
Yes.
Like 15 years ago.
All right. Do you remember the squeeze theorem?
Not really, no.
So the squeeze theorem says, this is just a simple example, if you go from 4 to 8, you have to go through 5, 6, and 7. All right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it would stand to reason that if you go from bad balance to good balance, you have to pass through a lot of just mediocre stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
The problem is, if you just go backwards, you're never going to get to good balance. Or if you go sideways to world versus world, which doesn't matter, which is just running around, knocking on doors, and fighting unrendered enemies.
It's world versus world.
That's what world versus world is. Or if you're playing SPVP on maps that I don't even know how to describe Eternal Coliseum because I have fun with it, but the map is just weird. I don't know. When you go off to the sides, that doesn't really make sense anymore. So I don't know. I'm still not a fan of the balance patch.
Okay, so let's say
the only good thing that came out of it is that Signet of Inspiration applies the boons to you two now. That's it. That's the only good thing that came from the balance patch.
YouTube makes everything better.
So if this next balance pass had to happen, what would you have done to make the game more balanced, but not to make it easier for groups? Or would you have just left it as it was?
It's not that it made it more difficult for groups, really.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have probably nerfed the jagged horrors still, because I hate them personally. I think it's a stupid mechanic, but I would have buffed lingering curses to like 200%. So Scepter is actually, like, it's slow, it's big, it's slow, but you can make it pretty quick if it's got 200%.
Pretty quick.
So like it still has a stupid ramp up time, which is fine. And like Scepter 2 would actually be like nuts good. And like that, like Necro, you just make the damage the same, but you don't have to rely on just idiotic, stupid AI and just using Lich Form for one skill. Either that, or make the Lich Form mark like its own elite skill and give it a short cooldown like Headbutt, just so you can permanently keep up 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
If you could just do that, just like it has a 30-second cooldown and the minions last for 30 seconds, that'd be fine. Like, I hate the minions, but like that would be an acceptable fix as well. That's not an original idea. A lot of people posted about that on Reddit, and I think that's fine. Another thing is that, like, people complain, like, the new thing now is to talk about how the Mesmer change was actually good because Mesmer was overpowered. We've gone past being mad about it. Now what they're doing is, it was overpowered after all. Yeah, every Mesmer in the game kept up permanent quickness on every raid group. And I'm sorry. If you've ever seen
not true
nearly any single Mesmer streamer or content creator, they're almost always entirely playing upside down with the screen inverted or just completely turned around. Either that, or they have their keyboard turned upside down and they're pressing down on the back of the keyboard to activate the keys. Those are the... I'm not sure which one, but it's one of those. And I'm not saying I'm the best Mesmer or anything, because I'm not, but I do what's required of the class. And it's something I spent a long time practicing. And so for a good Mesmer to be able to upkeep 100% quickness uptime on a raid group, I think is acceptable. I think it's fine. They also need to just go ahead and increase banners, etc., to apply to 10 people. So you're not forced into literally, like, 6 slots that are exactly the same now.
But that was the same. That was previous. That was the same as previous.
What do you mean that was the same?
There was 6 slots locked before as well.
Yeah, so they could just fix that, and it'd be fine. And make the Mesmer, like, it can still quickness to everybody. I don't know, maybe, like, nerf the duration of all of the quickness a little bit. Like, cut it in half, so boon duration matters more, and you have to keep up really tight rotations. I don't know, something.
Well, the thing is, though, if they were to do that, the DPS of groups would just be completely out of control. Because you're basically saying you would add 3 more DPS classes to a raid group. 3 more Ellies, Brazil. I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Which is what they would add.
Oh, I mean, you could just, like, nerf their damage, since that hasn't still really happened. Because, it's okay for a Necromancer to do 200k DPS on Keep Construct's burn phase with a full min-max DPS build, but Elementalist can do nearly 700k on Keep Construct with a full min-max build.
But Brazil, they're squishy. They have to do a lot of damage.
Right, and Necromancer survives easily, so it can't.
It's not like 10 Tempest Ellies can't survive for 45 minutes and kill Veil Guardian. I mean, they're too squishy.
Yep.
They have to be compensated with insane DPS because
there's
they can't possibly survive.
Fundamental disconnect between raiding and the rest of the game, because the rest of the game, like, players are just going to go out, like, they're going to be elementalists in the open world that just can't survive, and pistol thieves that literally can't even kill veteran Orion wizards. Like, that doesn't matter. So sure, make Necromancer make Necromancer have higher DPS uptime, make it best at surviving. And then in raids, just, like, I don't know, just equalize everything somehow so I can play a power necro and I can do as much damage as something else, but make me take more damage from Magic Aura or some BS from Veil Guardian. Like, why can't we do that?
The point of everything is they didn't want one Chronomancer to give out enough to 10 players.
Right, to Zergs and World versus World. That's what they didn't want to do. But durability
so they fixed that.
Yeah.
Sort of.
But durability runes still don't have a target cap, so they can share to 500 people. That's good.
The problem, though, is when they made those changes, they didn't counterbalance the other classes that they were inadvertently nerfing with that, as well as the additional nerfs that they gave to those classes anyway. So things like Revenant, while still playable in raids, just aren't really that viable if you're trying to run a clean, clear meta comp. You can still run it. You can still do it. Whatever. It's fine. They're just not that great to run. You don't need them.
This is the
Engineer's
thing,
another one who's just...
No, I actually want to... we need to dispel this myth right now, because every single tea time I see, oh, you guys will never know the pain of the Engineer. We're never used. No, it's
bullshit.
It's pugs don't use you because pugs are fucking garbage at the game. Well, there we go. Let's just fire some shots, guys.
Right, they do great DPS, but they do a lot more work to do that DPS.
So no, that's actually wrong. So
it's wrong that they do more work to achieve the same DPS.
No, they don't do more work. They do probably less work than Elementalist does. Because the interesting thing is, I decided I wanted to play Engineer the other day because I was in a Pug Veil Guardian and people couldn't control the Seekers. So I went on my Engineer that I geared up a little while back. And I realized very quickly on like the third pull that Blowtorch and whatever the third skill on Pistol is and Poison Dart Volley all line up together if you use 4-3-2. And then after that, if you go to Bomb Kit and you use Firebomb and Concussion Bomb, that lines up with it. And then if you go to Grenade Kit and you just throw down 2 grenades, like the Shrapnel and like Auto Attack, then interestingly enough, Blowtorch is back up and you can just loop that rotation forever. And if a Seeker comes over, you can shoot it away with Air Blast or Big Ol' Bomb. If you want to get crazy, you can use Incendiary Ammo, which has an instant cast, or you can throw down Napalm or whatever it is on Flamethrower. And like it's not any harder than cycling through attunements and Ice Bow and Lava Fonting with weird cooldowns. I don't know. Like, I don't think Engineer is actually that hard to play. I did before I actually.
I didn't say difficult to play. I just said more work.
I don't think it's more work.
I think it's more work.
Well, either way, it turns out that Engineer is basically the strongest Condi DPS, and it always has been, more or less. Maybe you could say that Necromancer is better on some fights, but even then, right, you would still take an Engineer for DPS over the Necro, I think, because Necro is too slow, especially if you're actually doing a fast kill. If you're going for an actual fast kill, Necro is just too slow, just by the nature of the beast.
It has too much of a ramp up.
Yeah. So
Engineer is really fast.
And it turns
Engineer
out
just stacks 30 burn stacks and you're good.
Well, there you go. So there you go, guys. Engie is good. Just don't be a pleb. Pugs don't know because they only know 4 LEs, 2 Warriors, 2 Druids, 2 Kronos. That's the only thing they'll accept. And now we need to get back to my point, which is, people say, why would you take a Revenant when you can take an Ellie? Well, this is why, I'll tell you. Because a trash Ellie is such a detriment to the group, you could have them on literally any other class, and they will be better. And Elementalist is a very easy class to be complete shit at. And I see this all the time. You guys know this shit. Maybe some people here watching the stream. You know what happens when there are just trash Ellies, okay?
I'm a trash Ellie, man.
It just gets out of control, guys. They're doing 2k DPS, just auto-attacking with staff. They're dead half the time. It's just a complete disaster. And that is when you say, hey, why don't you relog to Necro? Why don't you... Because then, job done.
Necro doesn't do as much DPS!
Well, yeah, but this is the point! This is what I'm saying. The diversity is still there in lower end groups. It only ever matters. All this meta bullshit only ever matters in actual high end groups.
See, interestingly enough, I can't remember his name. There was a guy that used to make YouTube videos, and he had like a Russian accent or something.
Oh my god.
And I think he talked about this for like years.
Well, this is the same conversation that Brazil always says the shit every time.
But his
Visual,
name was like...
We're not talking about Icepo.
His name was like Nefarious or something like that.
Get crit.
But anyways...
Was it Kai?
So, another interesting thing is I've been raiding with a lot of people. I've been pugging because I hate myself. And Mirror Comp doesn't work out that well in pugs because the Chronomancers all decided it was a good idea to farm Dragon Stand for leadership runes, and they don't know what protection is. And you delete the Revenant, and you don't take Guardians for some reason. And so nobody has protection, and everyone dies 66% faster. Or 33%. Yeah, 33%, whatever. And so, interestingly, like, the Revenant is actually pretty helpful. Like, in the group I run with on Monday night, like, we still run, like, 7-2-1 or, like, something, like, old, and we still do fine.
Just go Stone Spirit. Stone Spirit OP. It's actually amazing.
That works.
Stone Spirit is just god ability.
There's this, what was it? There's
You're welcome.
Broken rune that people use in World vs. World. I think it's called, like, Durability. And if you put that on Mesmers and PvE and you have 2 of them, you just permanently share resistance and protection. And it's this really weird thing because suddenly nobody takes any condition damage and everybody just has protection all the time. It's really weird how that happens. I wonder if there's something wrong with those runes, maybe, that we should fix instead of nerfing Signet of Inspiration.
Seems fine.
Weird.
They should just leave alone.
They've already deleted half of the Heart of Thorns content, like Stronghold, World vs. World, Borderlands.
No.
Why can't we just nerf
the Borderland is back? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's still here.
Borderland is back.
It's in rotation, man.
Nobody likes it, but it's in rotation. It's part of the maps.
Stronghold's still in unranked, so you know it's still in.
Yeah, the Stronghold thing triggered me a little bit earlier in the week.
Triggered?
Where they, yeah, I mean, you know, it's no secret that I think me and TeaPot are the only 2 people in Guild Wars 2 like Stronghold.
Yep.
I like it. It's better than normal PvP. It's interesting.
But they've never supported it. The pros basically got their hands on it, and they didn't really like it. And the community didn't really like it. It does have a lot of problems, so I understand why people don't love it. But then ArenaNet just said, "Oh, nobody likes it. We're not gonna really work on that. We're gonna focus on Conquest because that's where the tournaments are. That's where the esport is."
It's like
it says. Don't you think it says something about the Guild Wars 2 community about how easily led it is by a very vocal minority at the high end?
What you mean by like personalities like Lord Helsith that get downvoted on Reddit and no one outside of like PvP jerks care about?
Well, not even specifically PvP. I'm talking about PvE and whenever World versus World seems to be relevant.
It's interesting because there's this weird thing that happens where people just consume content and they don't think about anything, and then that's just the right answer all of a sudden.
From ArenaNet's perspective,
you mean the self-proclaimed top players, Brazil?
That's something that I'm very guilty of. Like early in the game, before I actually started thinking about it, like I thought Soldier's Guardian was just the best build because Lieutenant Kohler couldn't kill me. Okay. And I don't know, like I didn't get any further than that for a while, so.
Yeah, but that's the learning curve, though, isn't it? That's right. That's what everybody goes through, and being in a situation where like we've been discussing.
Bring math back. It's like a bell curve, all right. You go up just a little bump, and then you just fall back down. That's over.
What?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What does that even mean?
You don't know what a bell curve is?
What does that mean in that context? What are you trying to say by that?
He said learning curve, and I said it's like a bell curve.
Yeah.
It's not like an exponential curve where it just goes up and just goes up forever.
Well, it's more of a plateau then, isn't it? You kind of, and then kind of
a bell curve. Is that thing you use when all your students are stupid.
You become stupid again.
Oh.
So you become a top player, then you become a trash, or what?
Then you become trash.
Supplement their grades.
Here, all right. So this is how it works. You just go along. You're just in the open world. You kill some drakes in Queensdale. And then you get this idea, I could use pistol thief. And that's the bump on the bell curve. It gets up, and then you just think, pistol thief's the best build in the game. And you go back down, and you just stay with it. That's how it works.
You mean running Guardian with all the spirit weapons isn't the best build in the game?
Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hang on, so
I'm stuck in 2012. I can't get out of it.
What's on your y-axis, Brazil? Is that like skill or experience, or
I don't know. I'm lost.
I think experience / time is on the bottom, and then on the y-axis is skill.
Yeah, there we go.
So you become good, and then you become trash.
Become trash.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that thought that the longer you spend in the game, the exponentially worse that you become at it.
That's not exponential. Bell curves
the more
aren't
jaded you become.
Well, not exponentially, no. Sorry, but yeah, eventually we all become terrible at the game.
Yeah,
I've always been terrible, so it's fine.
Yeah,
but some people even like parabolas, I guess.
I think it is definitely true. It is
more retarded.
It is definitely true.
You're welcome.
Pug quality is lower right now than it was before the patch. But that's because people don't know how to play the new setups. And the fact that I don't know. I don't think the Revenants in Pugs would ever use protection anyway.
Correct.
But now there is no protection, all the time anyway.
Wrong. See,
durability runes, I know. Stone Spirit.
You have protection, you don't even have to do anything because it just requires you to hit.
Just go AFK. What if you play Minstrel Chrono, Brazil? What then?
So are durability runes the new Cleric Guardian?
Durability runes are busted. They're busted.
Hang on, let's see.
20% boot duration, toughness, and AoE protection, regen, and resistance to uncap. It's to everybody. And so the thing about this is, you get a Signet of Inspiration proc for resistance. At the same time, you get the durability proc. Then you Signet of Inspiration, then suddenly everybody has like 12 seconds of resistance. And then it comes back up again. You can do that like 4 times. It's dumb. And you share it between Mesmers, it's dumb. Dumb.
Yeah, nice insider trading. Everybody go buy durability runes from trading posts right now.
But you can't
do your best.
You can't sell them.
No, shut up.
You can't sell them.
Do your best and go on the trading post right now and buy all of them. See how many you can find.
I'm actually pretty sure that durability runes have no target cap unless they added one in the balance patch.
It doesn't say.
I'm actually pretty sure that was half of the problem in World versus World, and the other half was Signet of Inspiration, because every single Zerg had Minstrel's gear, and Sentinel's gear, and Nomad's gear, and Soldier's gear, and they had every single boon on them for 10 minutes, and no one would die. That's how serious World versus World players are. They just run around invulnerable and bang into each other. That takes actual skill, guys. We should balance the whole game on that.
It's like what are those things that you get in those giant inflatable like bumper car things, and they just run around and bounce and bump into each other?
Exactly.
That seems like a lot of fun. That's why people love World vs. World.
It's like 45-year-old dads that drive PT Cruisers go to the state fair once a year, and they get hardcore about bumper cars. Nobody can beat me at bumper cars.
I need my number 3 car, or else it's all over.
There we go.
Are you understanding any of this, Teapot? Because I don't know what a PT Cruiser is. I've never been to a state fair.
Well, do you know what like a Ford Escort is?
Yeah, a Ford. Hang on, let's Google PT Cruiser. Oh, right.
Perfect car.
No. You're... Look, I can't see your face, so I can't tell when you're being sarcastic.
That's the car that World vs. Wolf players drive. They think they're cool and awesome.
No, they've upgraded to a Nissan Juke. They're all running around Nissan Jukes now.
I found a picture of a midlife crisis one with like a flame effect at the front, going backwards along.
So Brazil, what should they do to fix what should they do to fix the raids? What right now is wrong with this current patch? What is wrong with it?
Fix it for us.
Bad mash?
No. What's wrong with the what's wrong with the raids is that like they just delete variety for people that raid a lot. Like I raid all the time. I like raiding, and it's becoming boring and it's becoming stale because everyone thinks you either need to do this whenever you're organized, or people think this is the only way, or in the worst case scenario, it actually is probably the best way. But like, if you just want to take it easy, then like just play stuff that's dumb. Like, still play Necros because they just spam Epidemic and mobs die, and still take a Revenant for protection. Like, I don't know. It's very bizarre, and it's very strange, and I wish that you could just, in either of those circumstances, run several different things, and, like, it would be cool. It'd be fine. Like, I would love for it to be like, hey, Revenant and Necro, etc., make things really cool and really smooth. So let's take that in a low-end group, and let's take that in a high-end group, and I can play something other than being forced into Chronomancer because sometimes I want to play Thief a lot, but I can't because no one plays Chronomancer, and I don't know.
The Chrono thing does make making groups a lot more annoying, actually.
It does, and I wish that they would actually, because, again, and I'm going to recite this point until the end of time, they did not add the 10 party member cap to like empower allies and banners and spotter because they said it would make one super group. We don't want one super group to just destroy all the content. Interestingly enough, what do we have now? We have a mirror comp that just destroys all content.
There's always going to be one super group though that is the best at something.
Yeah, so
that was a foolish. It was not a great statement by ArenaNet to say that.
You're correct. That there's always going to be a super group and whatever do it the fastest. But I'd rather that have variety and the option for me to play like multiple things or to see like, I don't know, every single class in a raid group and it be very effective, opposed to there being a 1.5-minute difference between phasing Zera and Veil Guardian. And I wish that Power Necro was good, like, it did good damage, like, I don't know, I wish that they didn't just throw Condi Necro in the trash. I wish that Thief could get benefits from Alacrity in some way, I don't know. Like, it'd be really cool if Pistol Thief was great and I could play my Gunslinger build. But maybe I'm just too ambitious and maybe I want too much.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can really say, oh, I can't use this weapon set. It's like saying, oh, I wish I could play my Axe Necro. It's a good thing they buffed that, right?
So, I've got a question for you guys. So, at the moment, we're kind of talking about this as, you know, when Salt do their raids, especially the Monday night group, it's fast, it's effective. I haven't been there in a couple of weeks. Am I?
All you gotta do is tune in to watch Teapot stream.
Usually, in my experience, it has been relatively effective and streamlined in everything.
The nose gets a brighter red as the week goes on, and it's not from drinking.
Yeah. I can see I put a massive chat. Jesus. Okay, right, my point is, so this is obviously affecting high-level players to a degree where it's screwing up what was a relatively calm, sophisticated and effective session. So if this is doing this to what is an established group, what is this doing to people who are just scraping through?
I can tell you exactly what it's doing.
On the skill ceiling, on the bottom line of the skill gate required for raids.
Watch a Thursday stream. You find out what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
I've raided on Thursday. I came away with 8.
What happens is you have these groups of people who either think that they have to do this because they see other people do this and they think that's the only way to do it. Or you have these groups who Chronomancer's nerfed and it's actually a problem with them because they weren't good enough to upkeep quickness. And I want to be honest. I want to it's okay to be a bad player. I recognize that there are people that just aren't good, they don't care, and they just want to play the game and have fun, and that's fine. That's a totally valid position. And I don't mean that to be insulting by when I say it's okay to be a bad player. It's just the only way that I can think to phrase it so people understand.
It's okay to be
But
Brobo.
You take the Revenant out because you need the extra chrono for quickness, because if you don't, you're going to hit Enrage. So then suddenly, protection might be a problem. And so people are going to die. And then you say, well, just take a Hammer Guardian, except that doesn't do very much DPS, but it's easy to play, and it gives people protection, and then you hit the Enrage timer. And then, it's just a situation of making trade-offs that are going to make you uncomfortable and stressed, and I don't know, maybe you trade for some extra survivability, but then you don't have the damage, but maybe you're able to press buttons on Elementalist and still do more damage than the Hammer Guardian, even while dying. I don't know. It's just like an unfun trade-off of people ending up having to play stuff they don't want to play to just get the necessary boons and damage and survivability and healing and whatever. And I don't like it. And they probably don't either.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I really agree with that, actually. I think that at a lower level, I think it barely matters what class you play.
I really disagree.
Wait, at a lower level, it doesn't matter what you play?
Yeah, I think
that's true.
I don't know. I feel like if you're kind of not that good at LE, switching to Necro, even in its nerf state, is basically the same thing. Hammer Guardian, just auto-attacking, you're probably going to get more, maybe even more damage than an LE who doesn't know what they're doing. With protection, in lower level groups, I would probably always recommend at least one Magi Druid, which will have Stone Spirit anyway. So in groups that are sane, they will have access to protection on the fights where it's necessary, and they'll also have a lot of healing, so people won't be dying. So even if you go with a bunch of LEs, they'll be fine. And if you're hitting the Enrage, you've got some fucking serious problems, right? I mean, even if you kind of suck at the game, it's hard to actually hit the Enrage. I've never seen Zera Enraged. I have been in some groups that literally do. Well, I obviously there's no way I could know this, but around 50 to 60k DPS as 10 people. So, that's, you'd have to be so fucking mad to actually hit the Enrage on some of these bosses. That just don't even just stop playing.
All of this gets into territory that I don't like getting into, because it's very easy to take what I'm saying and say, well, bad people shouldn't be raiding, or if they want to do the content, make the content easier. And I don't think raids are inaccessible. I don't think they're incredibly hard. I think they take some effort in trying to learn things, and that's good and fine. I think they should. But again, you have QT standing still and killing Zera with 5 minutes left on the timer, and the mechanics just don't matter. So it's okay, maybe it would be a good idea to have difficult achievements that give a really hard to get title, or just maybe some form of a hard mode, so the people who are interested in that, who might suck, can really fight for that and push for that, and they can get better at the game. Interesting. And then the people who are just really good at the game already, they have something that's not going to melt their eyeballs while they're playing. So, I think... And I think what ArenaNet have done, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'll stop doing it. And I think what ArenaNet have done is they've taken the approach of, oh, we made a mistake. People are obliterating the raids. Maybe we need to nerf everything, and we can hide that behind world versus world nerf. So let's try to make the raids harder. And they succeeded in doing that for some people. And for other people, it still just doesn't matter.
Unfortunately, I think it's much more simpler than that. It was a problem in World vs. World, and they didn't split it, and they just put it in, and they didn't really want one Chronomancer giving, buffing 10 people in raids either, so seems fine. Let's just do it, see what happens. But for me, it comes down to raids are still doable with the old composition, basically. You can still clear it just fine. It's not like it became that much more difficult, really. It's just that the composition that people try to run most of the time is just a lot less fun, in my opinion. And a lot of that is biased opinion on my part, because I do like the Revenant, and I can still play Revenant if a group lets me. But if I'm going to run a pug or something, because of my time schedule now, they really just don't feel like seeing Revenant, even if it's fine to play, mediocre, let's say, to play. So then I'm forced to play a class I really don't care about, really don't feel like playing.
And I think this is actually the core issue here, is that people don't seem to... They draw the wrong conclusions from everything they hear with regards to all the new meta stuff, because, again... If you are a bad Ellie, you will do less DPS on your Elementalist than you will on your Revenant. And also, the Revenant can also, be pretty handy as well. It can buff people and help out with that. Say if you've got Druids who don't know how to press F2, Revenant can help you. If you've got, people are just dying left and right, Revenant can help you, can give protection. If your team is massively incompetent and doesn't know what abilities do crowd control, Revenant can help you. And this is actually why I was kind of sad to see Revenant get squished, kind of pushed out, because I really like Revenant, just as a class. I do really like Revenant.
I think it's a great class.
But I do kind of see the perspective that 2 in the 4-4-2 was just doing an awful lot for the group, right, if it needed to.
It was, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, so you can kind of see where they're coming from in that regard. That just having 2 players do so much, have the potential to do so much for the team. It's just, I don't know.
I think that's a very valid point, but I also think that PS Warriors bringing 25 might and Banner of Strength and Banner of Discipline
and Empowered
Allies and CC, that's pretty big. And you can have one warrior, interestingly enough, people don't seem to realize this. You can have one warrior upkeep 25 might on 10 people. But you have to kind of step away and use the strength runes, good old strength runes, and the dumpling food. But you can do it. And then you have Druids, which has this broken skill called Grace of the Land that just spams healing and no one can ever die. And then you have these elementalists that are capable of doing 30k damage in a raid environment if you're good at it. And so I don't think that the Chrono Rev really carried any harder than anything else did. I think it was a matter of a good player controlling a class that has a lot of potential. I mean, compare that to Power Necro, which you can be the best player in the game, and you will never ever, under any circumstance, even come close to a good Elementalist in terms of damage, and you'll survive literally the same.
You didn't really need Rev before, technically speaking. Chronomancers would be fine on their own without a Revenant. It just made it easier for them. But now that you're taking because of the changes, you just really don't need them for a group composition. The thing that's fun or good about Revenant is if you're new to raiding or new to Guild Wars 2 or whatever, it's a durable class, so it's much easier to survive on. They had pretty good CC removal, so they were helpful in that way, and they weren't a real complicated class to play, even though As Teapot likes to say, Revenant, most Revenants didn't really share protection out so much, which they should be. But regardless of that, it's not really a complicated class to play. They're very durable in raids, so it's just a shame that they're not quite as useful as they used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. And Subi is he's kind of, this is what everyone is kind of thinking, but doesn't really want to say. So yeah, at the end of the day, to kind of get rid of Chronomancer or, well, Mesmer in general, or to at least compete with it, you need something else that can do the same thing. And this is the same with War. I believe I actually said something very similar to this on the previous TeaTime, right? Or on a previous TeaTime. If you want to kind of bump Warrior off, you need something similar but different, because there is never going to be a time where you think, you know what? I don't think we want 25 might. I don't think we want Fury on this fight. I don't think we want quickness. So you need something similar but different. And with Warriors, you've got banners and empower allies, right? So you separate the might, because you can put that on another class, right? You can distribute it around the group. Maybe that in some way there's kind of
correct
a class that can do a little bit of that, but you need some other things to make sure you always have 25, right? And with Chronomancer, you say, you know what? Chronomancer has Alacrity, but then it also has quickness, right? And then we have another class or another elite specialization in expansion down the line. It does quickness, maybe, or it does some quickness. And then it also has another unique mechanic that is not Alacrity. It does something different. But then again, you kind of always want Alacrity as well. So, Alacrity is just really, really, really fucking good, guys. Cooldown reduction is serious.
Not if you're a thief.
Yeah, so there you go. So maybe you see a quickness generator that doesn't produce Alacrity, but produces another buff that's really good for thieves, but doesn't do anything for Ellies. So there you have a new meta where you run thieves instead.
Alright, so what's going to happen in Expansion 2 when we get a new set of elite specializations and you get a further homogenization of the classes where more people can do Alacrity, more people can give protection and might and everything, and eventually you just come together and you end up in exactly the same position that we're in now. If people can provide this over a wider area.
This is a huge, this is, again, this is, you kind of see this a little bit in World of Warcraft, right? It's a really, really, really big problem, is that if you keep doing this, if you kind of distribute everything around everyone, then it's kind of, well, why did I even pick a class in the first place,
Yeah.
But to a certain extent, it will be because I like the flavor of this class to a certain extent, right? I like how this class plays, because at the end of the day, it's I mean, look at me. I love me some lifesteal, guys. Okay, I love me some lifesteal. Okay, and that could be a unique modifier, and that's okay, right. Let's go far in the future. They buff lifesteal a lot, so now Necro is the new druid, okay, guys? Necro is the new druid. We're talking Grace of the Vampire or some shit, okay? And all this lifesteal is crazy. It's like Frost Spirit and Grace of the Land going crazy. Because it does kind of the same thing, right? It adds a little bit of damage, and it heals as well. Druid heals, see? Lifesteal is basically druid. So it adds damage, and it heals you. So there we go, now you just use a Necro instead. But it's the same thing. It does kind of the same thing.
No. All right. Here, we're going to take that a step further, all right? So we have a roleplay like a dark satanic necro priest that plays Zealot's gear. It's perfectly thematic. And the life scale damage scales off the power, not ferocity. And the lifesteal heal scales off the healing power. And then suddenly we have healer necro. It's good. This is correct. I like where that's going.
I don't think that something like Alacrity, I don't think they're going to really share that around to
No, they'll share quickness.
Classes.
They might share quickness, though.
Yeah, it's possible they'll share quickness, because technically Guardian has a little bit of quickness, right? So that's not...
like 2 seconds. It's good.
Right, yeah, so it's not out of the question.
Share Alacrity around?
Because, like you said, when you start sharing around these unique buffs and such, then what about resistance? The classes.
What about resistance? Now you've got that on runes. That can go anywhere. It started off when I remember back.
Okay. The thing is, we're kind of going on the wrong direction, because there's a really important distinction. The thing is, when you talk about boons, everyone can give boons. It doesn't really matter. But what we were talking about is like unique modifiers. So Alacrity is not a boon, right? It's a unique modifier.
It's a class-specific modifier.
It's a class-specific modifier. Only Mesmer has access to that. Only Warrior has banners. Only Ranger has Spotter, etc., etc., etc. Right? So, those things, I think what we're trying to say is that they should be the flavor that you have on your profession, and then the boons that you need to have a successful raid group are distributed around, say, another elite specialization down the line, which also brings a different unique modifier to the battle. So maybe you don't want Alacrity, but maybe you want something else that will be replaced in the next expansion. There'll be a different unique modifier.
Something that benefits thieves, for example, where Alacrity doesn't really, give them anything.
Yeah.
But
I think I called it a boon. I didn't mean to call it a boon, but yeah, a unique modifier.
Yeah, I'm just trying, because you wouldn't take something on your character to benefit a single person in your group, though, would you? So if you had the choice between taking a Chronomancer or whatever the next Mesmer Elite specialization is that solely benefits somebody in a raid situation, you're going to want to take, you're having to lock yourself into Chronomancer for that alacrity for the group.
Well, no, not necessarily, because you have something like Thief that attacks really, really quickly. Like, Thief burst damage, it would seem, is much higher than Elementalist, like, if you're just killing a shard or something. So, you just apply the lifesteal or whatever. I'm just going to use that as an example. It hits on every hit. It's like, if you're playing, a Dagger Thief or something, you're just going to, nail stuff with lifesteal. And so, that would probably be better on a Thief than it would be on an Elementalist. Unless you get off a full even still, if you get off your full rotation with Lava Fonts and Meteor Showers and Ice Bows, Ice Bow hits a lot. It's kind of a dumb skill, but I don't know.
They should buff Ice Bow.
That would be the situation.
They're gonna have a long Ice Bow that just does line casting.
Yeah, let's put line casting back in the game. If they put line casting back in the game, would Nemesis come back to defeat
what
the
if
Ice
that's
Bows?
just the next Elementalist specialization?
The Ice
called
Bow?
Linecaster.
That's how you summon Nemesis. You say Linecaster 3 times into a mirror, and he just pops up.
He just pops up and appears. Give NG the 150 expertise aura, but they can't. NG's already good. And also, expertise is too good. They can't do 150 expertise. That would be insane. They should give it to Thief. Thief gets 150 condition damage aura. There we go. And that is how we make Venom Share Thief meta. And also, we then move
and you have to
the
take
Venom's
away that
trait.
Stupid Shadow Arts trait.
Yeah, they move that to Deadly Arts.
Yes.
And then in Deadly Arts also has the 150 condition damage aura as well.
And fix the poison trait.
Actually, they can't put it. They'd have to put it in Trickery or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know where they'd put it.
The poison trait kills me every time I even think about that. Because, and maybe they fixed it. I don't know. I haven't looked at it because just that build breaks my heart. The poison trait is... The important thing about it is that it turns the poison numbers blue on the tooltips. And anything that does that means that the base duration of the condition is increased. So condition duration or expertise can stack on top of that, and it doesn't count to the 100%. The problem is that the poison trait on Thief counts towards the 100%, but the way that the tooltips are affected would make it seem that it's supposed to be the other way. But Venom Share is broken, and they don't know what to do with it, etc. So, you know what? Just Condy Thief doesn't matter. I love that build.
The actual damage isn't horrible now. It used to be horrible, but now they did make it quite a bit stronger with the patch. By reducing the cooldown on the Venoms to 30 seconds.
They just need to go one step further.
Make them permanent. Is that what they should do, Brazil?
No.
Make the Venom.
Fix the trait. They need to fix the trait, and they need to fix the Shadow Arts trait, and they need to fix the Poison trait, and it's good.
They need to make Venomous Aura. They put that back in the game, and it just makes your Venoms an aura. You run around and you just apply a stack of Venom to people every few seconds.
We need another balance patch.
Do we though?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is,
we do.
We know we need.
Yes.
We need hit a mob, rip DPS. Well, what about fights with no mobs then? There we go, job done. It doesn't have to be good on every fight, guys. I mean, it doesn't have to be the new Elementalist. I mean, come on.
Here's the thing: there's no best. There's only best at.
Exactly.
Best at mining.
Best, and we need
the only thing that matters in this game.
There is no best, only best at, guys. And anyway, you know, what about the new Minstrel Chrono? New Minstrel Chrono is only possible with this balance patch because of you have 2 Chronos for Alacrity now, Brazil. So we can't turn it back. We can't take away Minstrel Chrono.
I love the combination, the synergy between your build and my build. It's very, very powerful.
Exactly. We just spam Mantra of Pain. You can literally make everyone's ears bleed.
Yeah. You heal, and then I distort.
Simple. I don't know. I mean, the distortion is kind of okay, but it's so random. You can't. The timing is just not that good unless you're doing it actively to dodge something that's predictable, like Veil Guardian Green Circles. Whereas just 1 second of random distortion is just kind of not that good if you're on most fights, right?
But, like, at the same time, if you're tanking with that build, which why would you be tanking with that build if you have the Minstrel Chrono? But
what can be? Here we go. What can be done to fix the economy with leather and mystic coins?
Flood the market with all of it and make them worthless.
No, here this is
hyperinflation.
No.
Germany, 1923.
No,
make
wrong.
Everything worthless.
Mystic coins were already there.
Wrong.
More of them.
So this is what we do. Every single piece of armor, we've got the Gossamer patch already. It needs a coin purse. It's 5 Gossamer patches, and it holds mystic coins.
Just a good, strong coin purse.
Like
That's how we
50
fix
coins.
the economy, boys.
It seems that people were taking me seriously. Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Listen to Brazil.
Yeah, this is TeaTime.
Wow.
Listen to Brazil. He knows what he's doing. Just creating testicle pouches and slapping them onto your armor. That's.
I'm gonna Photoshop that. I'm gonna actually Photoshop a coin pouch.
Just add
But wouldn't that make it worse? Because the Gossamer patches ends up more expensive now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly the point.
That's not a good thing. We don't want that.
You quadruple the price of Gossamer patches and mystic coins. It's fixed.
No, we're talking about leather. We're talking about leather here.
Yeah, you use that in the Gossamer patches.
Yeah, you make it even worse.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
As far as coins go, I suppose you could add something else that drops coins, but you can't allow it to drop too many because the problem before was the market was flooded with coins.
No,
and
I know
nobody wanted them. Leather's problem has a lot to do with crafting. The amount of leather that you need to actually craft things is way higher than it probably should be. The problem that John Smith is running into, or that he expressed, was that there is a large amount of leather being hoarded by players because they refuse to sell it because it's worth so much. So they're hoarding it up, waiting for it to get to a particular level, and then maybe they'll sell it someday. And he's hoping, I guess, that it will auto-balance itself, but players just continue to hold on to it. And like I said, you like someone else said, you need leather for like everything. Not everything, but a lot of things. And you need a lot of it. So
But you didn't before, but now you do.
Right. So unfortunately, there was a weird balance there where you just need a little too much. Like you need to cut back on not all of what you need, but a little bit of what you need, to sort of lessen that pressure a little bit. But you don't want to run into a situation where you just add more leather to the economy because that doesn't actually fix the problem.
Right.
Same with Mystic Coins.
Yeah.
Like just adding more Mystic Coins to the game doesn't really fix the problem.
There's a way to fix the Mystic Coins. I figured it out. You ready, guys?
Go.
Hit me with
slot machines.
Oh,
slot machines. Because they've got ecto gambling, yeah? Why not
Mystic coin gambling?
Mystic coin gambling. I'm down.
Yeah.
And you have the slot machines. No, see, this fixes it because you have different payouts. You can win the jackpot. You can hit all the sevens. And you can even see this is good because instead of sevens that line up in a row for the jackpot, Scrit faces.
Jesus, what?
Scrit faces.
It's perfect.
Even
And
though
so- And then and you add different things to it. Yeah, gems might even work. So you add different things to it. It can spit out
Don't
leather.
encourage them.
No, it's good. It gives out leather. Yeah.
Coins on you.
Okay. Well, actually, Bioballs does make a good point. You can't have gambling in a teen-rated game.
Wrong.
It's why they took.
They already do though.
You ever played
Do they?
Pokemon before? Have
But
you
there's
seen the
ecto
game?
gambling.
What is ecto gambling?
Ecto gambling.
No, it's got to be mature, hasn't it?
It's ecto
That's why
gambling.
it's why they didn't put Pazak in the Old Republic.
Did you ever play any single Pokemon game that's ever existed?
I played Red like in '98.
It's
and
got
now
gambling
I've
in it.
thought
There's
about
always
it.
the casinos. There's always the
Yeah.
slot machines.
I just
It's
got around
rated
that and bought all the coins I needed for the Porygon. I didn't bother.
That's the correct way to do it. See, I figured that out real fast.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. So yeah, but the thing is, it's like I don't. The thing is with that, like, and I guess this is a little bit with ecto gambling as well. Well, not even with ecto gambling, that there is theoretically an unlimited supply of mystic coins for people where you don't even have to play the game to get them.
Just get them every day or every few days.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do a few bits and pieces to get your ectos, and you know, you at least have to be, you know, salvaging rares or exotics and that kind of thing. But there is a constant source of mystic coins for a minimal amount of effort.
Yeah, logging in.
Yeah.
Just got logged in.
People stop doing that. That's the problem.
What, logging in?
You can also go and kill the
anomaly.
Yeah, the guardian,
that
the
anomaly
that
every
runs
day.
runs around.
He
I
drops,
still
what,
haven't
one?
even done that. I haven't even seen it.
I think
Yeah.
he only drops one, right? They could do something where they alter his table a little bit, or maybe they should do it to all the current events where it has a chance to drop more than one coin, 5 coins, 2 coins, I don't know. Whatever number they can settle on. But if you have those events drop coins or the ability to drop coins, then that adds a little bit more into the economy itself without, like, you know.
I think they can solve all of their tier 6 woes with new living story maps, right? Because they have this unbound magic currency, and they actually played around a bit with the price on the packets of stuff that you can buy for unbound magic. And if they keep making it cheaper, because it is actually cheaper, relatively speaking now, I think it's more magic, but no gold, like not even a tiny amount of gold, a very small amount of gold. And eventually, if they put mystic coins in there we go. Or maybe they're already in there. I don't know. I haven't really bought any. I just have. Everyone's racking up unbound magic because, you know, do the dailies, blah blah blah. And you're going to keep adding more dailies into the game because there's going to be a new living story map. So there's going to be more dailies, more daily chests to get, more blood rubies or petrified woods to collect. You know, the Dragonite Ore edition when we get to the 3rd map. Who knows where we're going? Okay, and then you're just going to have that, and that's going to add more of everything into the game. Eventually, because you're going to be able to get more currency for Unbound Magic. Unbound Magic is some serious value, guys. Make sure to gather, do your dailies, do your Bloodstone Fen dailies, and the Ember Bay dailies are some serious value, guys.
Yeah, go do heart quests and go jump into little balls in the sky.
I do minimal effort every day.
I've been into Ember Bay twice.
Yeah, we know you hate it.
I actually forget about it until it gets brought up on this podcast every week.
Why don't you like Ember Bay?
It's a dumb map.
What's wrong with it?
I like it.
Expand. What's wrong with it?
All right, so you guys know that.
From that Apple achievement, because that is bullshit.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what that is.
I really wish
Apple achievement isn't bullshit.
I really wish I
bullshit.
had exploited it. Actually, I really wish I'd exploited.
You sound like map chat. Oh my god.
Did you exploit it, Inks? It's a cancer. It's a cancer achievement, Inks. What are you talking about?
It's what? It's a pointless achievement. Like 99% of the achievements in this fucking game, it's pointless.
When I
it's all
started,
pointless.
Teapot couldn't grow facial hair, and look at him now.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, well, you gotta log in and have more than one fucking character to get on a different map.
It's fucking horrible.
It's not that bad.
All right, so let's talk about why I hate Ember Bay. All right. So let's start about the positives first. There aren't any. let's talk about the negatives now. No, all right. The positive. I think the environment's cool. Some of the callbacks, like, I don't know. I didn't play Guild Wars 1, but like the Mersat stuff is kind of neat. I think the whole Mersat Fortress is just a huge failure because there's nothing on the inside of it. There's just a front with just annoying mobs. I think that's really stupid. I think that's a missed opportunity. Yeah, like, I just think that's stupid. And, like, the big problem that I have is that the world boss things are stupid and poorly designed, and they suck. And, like, there's supposed to be this epic lava worm fighting a giant golem, and anytime
I've got this, I didn't quite get that. I didn't feel like I was contributing towards anything. Here's
a problem. Here's a problem with huge epic bosses in this game. Whenever there's a huge epic boss fight, you don't ever do anything with the huge epic boss. You just do stupid little, like, worthless, meaningless mini events, and then there are, like, cutscenes with the bosses. And I was thinking about this the other day because, like, I thought about the Twisted Marionette and how everybody talks about how that's a good fight. And interestingly enough, the Twisted Marionette was a cutscene where you run through a little lane into a map and you fight a champion mob on a circle and you never see the boss, and the boss never does anything outside of a cutscene where its chain falls off and it spins around and has a sweet robot ass. That was all that fight was. And then, like, Zera. Again, Zera is this giant, wonderful construct thing. I'm not going to get into too much detail with that one. But it's like, it's this cool thing, and they could do stuff where, like, its hands go down on the platforms, and you have to break 2 bars at once. Like Andros from Star Fox, you have to shoot the gems out of its hand or something. Like, there could have been so much potential there. But instead, it's just this giant model that floats around in space, and you just end up fighting just a human female on a platform that runs around with bad pathing. And the Marionette was like, sure, it had, like, cool, unique mechanics to the champion. Like, I was talking about this with people last night. How, like, one of the champions could only be damaged from behind. And, like, stuff like that's cool. That's great. That's unique. I don't really think that's anywhere else aside from, like, Stoneheads or Shield of Courage on Guardians. But, like, that's neat. That's nifty. The problem is you don't ever actually do anything to the actual boss outside of seeing the cutscene. And I hate that. And that's exactly, like, what all this Bloodstone Finn... Well, not Bloodstone Finn. The Emberbade nonsense is.
Yeah, you do that to the worm.
Well, for that one boss.
Yeah,
you've got the Jade Construct and the Sloth.
You have the Slothosaur, which, like, there's not really explanation other than some, like, pirates found, or circus, whatever. They found a slub and it evolved, and it's just, it turns out there's just a way for them to shoehorn a raid boss into the open world, which is fine. I understand the motivation behind that, because we want people who don't raid to see the cool stuff, whatever. Like, I think that aspect of it's fine. I just think the implementation's stupid.
Well, they buffed the sloth. They buffed the sloth.
So you can't kill it in 3 seconds anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So there are 2 good things about the map, then.
Well, it
still doesn't really do anything, but
it's an open world.
It's an open world boss. What do you expect? You know?
But it's like,
unless they're gonna go through the trouble to add a triple trouble worm, which they haven't done in 2 years, you're just really not gonna have 2 or 3, like, whatever it was.
3, I think.
You're just really not going to have that much difficulty, and even triple trouble is really more about hurting cats than it is the difficulty, the mechanics of the boss itself.
But you do attack the worm.
You do, but
you
have like 2 or 3 people you really rely on, and everybody else is kind of just...
But the reason Triple Trouble Worm is actually difficult is because everyone in open world runs around in fucking Nomad's gear. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that hard. Right?
I know how to play me class.
But I mean, but that's open world though, and I don't know that open world needs to be. I don't know that it can be, and I don't know that it needs to be really that difficult. That's why you have instanced content to provide that experience.
All right, so Brazil, how do you feel about the jumping puzzle? What do you think of the jumping puzzle?
I haven't done it, and I don't care about it because
it's
a jumping puzzle.
Do it, man.
I don't know.
Care about jumping puzzles.
Jumping puzzle was kind of a exercise in frustration.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about it, that the checkpoints don't work and that, like, the jumps aren't whatever. Like,
okay, I don't know.
It's a volcano and it looks cool and that's great. And it's aesthetically pleasing, but I don't enjoy jumping puzzles. I don't have fun with them. Like, I like Super Adventure Box because of the environment design and the colors and, like, all of that. And the story was interesting. I was curious about it. I didn't like the jumping. Like, that part that made me really mad. I didn't uninstall the game over it. But, like, jumping puzzles aren't my idea of difficult content.
I don't know that it's supposed to necessarily be difficult. The jumping puzzle is there for those who really like the jumping puzzles.
Yeah.
This newest one, I mean, you'll have some people who tell you who love it, but then others just feel like it was just an exercise in frustration because the path wasn't always so clear and the checkpoints. I didn't really have trouble with the checkpoints, but I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, the checkpoint didn't work correctly for whatever reason. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best jumping puzzle they've ever done, but it's not too bad. On the other hand, jumping puzzles, because of the rewards, and I don't know how you could really make them that rewarding, but it's not something I would ever do a second or third time after I do it once. I do it once, I get my achievement, I've experienced it, I'm not going to really repeat that content.
There's one good jumping puzzle in Guild Wars 2.
Okay.
It's called Shaman's Rookery, where you can literally just leap to the end of it with a warrior sword, and it takes about 5 seconds to complete.
Yeah, but that's a starting job. That's
one.
To get people used to the idea of jumping puzzles. It's not supposed to be.
No, it's got hard mechanics because the ravens that knock you off, and
it's the red circles that tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to be blind to miss them, and in fact, they altered the red circles for colorblind people because it's easy.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's good. The King Toad is an easy boss, but he's well designed. You can have something that's easy, but it's very well designed. You can have something that's hard, that's very poorly designed, like Matthias. The worst boss of the entire game.
Wow.
Nah, you actually just say this to troll at this point. I actually think you just say this to troll. You do, because then you go on to say that Zera is the best fight. So I know you're fucking trolling.
Wrong.
So
I'm going to join in with Matthias bashing because I fucking hate
I enjoy Zera. Zera. It's not the best fight.
What's the best fight?
Sabbatha.
What?
Sabbatha is the best raid boss.
Oh,
Veil Guardian second best. Gorseval's probably third. I'm just alright. Actually, let's reassess that. Bandit Trio is the best raid boss. And Twisted Castle is second. There we go.
Be more fun.
I like the idea of the Twisted Castle. I think the Twisted Castle is cool as fuck. It is just in the wrong place.
Yes, I think it should be in that raid. I think it's really good, but I think it should be optional somehow because doing it every single week is just annoying and it's a pain and I hate it and it doesn't work correctly and it's just a mess.
I think it's interesting because originally, going back to Wing 1, these events were supposed to teach you something about the upcoming encounter. And
it talks about the lore.
They've shifted away from that a little bit, I think, with like the castle and such. However, I do think that once you clear these events a set number of times, then they just become these annoying stopgaps or time wasters that players just don't really want to do. They don't really care about for the most part. And I think that there should be something in there that allows you to skip that and just go to the boss, because the trash or the encounter is no longer teaching you anything about the encounter. You've already learned that.
I think that's true for Gorsval events, but
the thing about
Twisted Castle. Oh, damn, I'm sorry.
Gorseval is a very, very, very good fight, but people do too much DPS, and it doesn't have any mechanics.
Yeah, you just skip those mechanics.
I love the break the wall and the jump off and fly and come back down, and feeling pressured by the orbs and by the World Eater. It's such a good fight. It is a very good fight. And unfortunately, you can just do it with no updrafts and immediately break it, and it just doesn't really do anything. But like the things that it says and different voices and like the lore and the stuff and like where it is and the environment and like the Soul River, all that stuff is just beautiful. It's great.
Well, it was the one that they focused on advertising raids on, wasn't it? You know, when they first announced raids, they're all about Gorseville and Colin telling us about jumping into the updrafts and all that.
It's because he has such a great model. You know, he has such a great model. So he's really cool.
And like then you have like Wing 2, the environment in Wing 2 is so good. Like you start off in that cave and you jump up, and then it's just this massive sprawling like open area with stuff hidden away in the corners and bandit tree forts and stuff to go find and explore, and you can climb up the wall and like remember about how Spirit Vale's on the other side and stuff. And then you get to the edge and you see that other wall in the portal, and you're just like, "Oh man, what's next?" It's the environment is just flawless in Wing 1 and Wing 2, and honestly, even in Wing 3. Like it's the best.
Beautiful map.
It's great. Like the environment in all of the raids is just wonderful. And then you have stuff like Bandit Trio and the Twisted Castle are incredible events the first time you do them, and maybe the second time. And after that, they're just I hate it.
Even the escort is tedious for me at this point. I just don't even feel like doing it.
Well,
it's not that it's difficult. It's not that it's or whatever. It's just kind of like just waste time. I know you get an insight for doing it, and that's why people do it.
Have you got the 8-minute achievement?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I've got it and then come back and complain.
No, why? What does this doesn't
not
prove
even
anything?
Wow.
Most of the people who have that achievement cheesed it through on a bug on day one anyway.
Yeah.
So the achievement is meaningless.
I've done it a few times after that, and it's really not.
I'm sure. You could do it. I'm not saying that it's not.
The biggest problem I have with that achievement and all of the achievements in that wing is that they don't give you anything other than like 2 AP.
Not a fan of that. I think
they deliberately scaled the AP down though, didn't they? Because you were getting 15, 20 AP for everything beforehand.
Right, and it makes sense for them to do so they don't have to design more and more rewards for an ever-expanding achievement point system.
No, which
needs an overhaul anyway, by the way.
There should have been, like, one big title and achievement with, like, an epic chest for doing all of the hard mode achievements in all 3 of the wings called, like, Dismantler or something. That would have been sick.
We've talked about this before. This is something that other MMORPGs do, where they have one meta achievement for doing all the other achievements in all the raid, and then you get something cool. Usually a mount or a special title or both, or
a Soul River glider.
Or a Soul River glider.
A Soul River glider, a Sabbath Mini, a Slothosaur backpack. That would have been amazing. And a Zeramas too. A Zeramas too. Wow, that would have been so great. It's just those came somewhere else. But like
there was something that Lord of the Rings Online does, or at least it used to do back when I played it, where each of like the raids or the big dungeons instances, whatever you call them, they have titles that kind of mark your progress. So as you work through the dungeons or whatever, depending on which point you get to and which boss you kill, you get a specific title. So you get like kind of Warrior of the Northern Wastes or whatever, then Hero, and then Guardian or something like that.
Unfortunately, titles in Guild Wars 2 are kind of pointless because there's no. I don't know. Most people don't notice them.
I think you'll find Volunteer is a very worthwhile title.
Yeah.
Hammering those signs.
I just go with the roleplay titles because those are the best. I used Faithful on all my White Mantle characters.
There's
I
so
used
many
Reaper
titles.
on Reaper.
There's so many titles that come from so many pointless things that you don't even know where half of them come from most of the time. You've got really cool titles like what the heck is the one that you get from one of the desert maps? It's like Voidwalker or Walker in the Dark, and you get it from opening a chest.
Voidwalker.
I opened the chest.
I'm mad. Made me mad, Inks. I'm actually mad.
Why are you
I'm
mad?
actually mad right now.
Why are you
I'm
mad?
actually
correct.
So you just said that, and you just reminded me how, interestingly enough, there are 4 legendary bosses that only have a chance to spawn in the Silver Waste, and they each get a title. And then you get a title for killing all 4 of them.
Yeah, and it's a good one as well, yeah.
What is
It's
it?
a pretty good one.
The be all and end all.
Yeah. Just what is that? I mean,
why couldn't we do that for raids?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they... Nike, he makes a good point here, because it fosters elitism, doesn't it? Even though it's stupid to do so. It's stupid. I don't know why people... Oh my god, there are so many just trash players with 200 insights, Eternal and Slippery Slubbling. I mean, in fact, there are probably a whole bunch of players that have... nearly max insights because they just buy the raid every week and they have every achievement they've never even played.
They don't even raid significantly better than them.
I mean, that's always going to be a thing. But Dark Traveler is what it was called, and it's funny because I got Dark Traveler like the day it was available or something, and I would have people ask me, "Where'd you get Dark Traveler? That's such a cool title." And I said, "Just go open the chest at the end of the event, and you'll get it." And they're like, "Oh." They were just so they find out how you get it, and they're so dejected. Another one is like the Emperor. And they're like, dude, how are you the Emperor of Guild Wars 2?
Bought some more.
Just you got to spend like a lot of gold. Oh,
how did you get that? I'm rich,
Yeah, spend a lot of gold.
Is that
you have to drop 1k gold, I think, or roughly, yeah.
Yep, 1,000 gold.
So as cool as titles are, to an extent, there's a couple of titles in the game that are maybe better than others because they're a little bit more difficult, even though you can buy most of them, regardless. But there's so many titles that it's just like you get for doing the silliest things. The title system is kind of meaningless. It's a lot like the miniature system. They've bloated miniatures so badly in the gem store that that miniatures have, a lot less meaning than they might in other games. And doing any kind of miniature fight system like they have in World of Warcraft, or there's a couple of games out there that do it. It's just it's so far from ever going to happen. Game Boy. Yeah, but people like that sort of stuff, especially miniature collectors would love that kind of stuff.
People are stupid, Inks.
Wow.
Regardless, it's been so bloated by the gem store that I don't know.
Well, here's it like
a lot of those systems that just kind of fall short because of that, and titles is one of them.
Oh Jesus, Brazil!
I feel like
what are these images? Well, I think they should add a, what's the repeatable dungeon title? Is it Dungeoneer or something? Dungeon Frequenter or some shit. I don't know whatever.
It's not a title. It's
a repeatable achievement. A repeatable achievement rather, not title achievement. So you just keep running around in circles. Just add that for raids. Job done.
Yeah.
Or make it every time you do it, you get an ascended crafting material or something. Just so the same to actually do raids over and over again. Simple.
Fate Breaker's a pretty good title. Gwam is pretty good because you played Guild Wars 1.
Fate Breaker is bullshit. What is
that? What do you do?
That is
that?
RNG.
You just drop gold.
It's ridiculous.
You just drop gold on it.
Spend thousands of gold on it. And
What is that? What? I don't even know what that is.
There's an achievement that came in, I think it was with the Fractal update, that you have to destroy ascended armor, weapons, and trinkets with the ridiculously tiny chance of getting some kind of shiny thing that I don't even think
you
does
buy
any.
those?
Yeah, just buy them. Yeah.
You can buy them off the trading post. Yes.
Oh, easy.
How much are they now?
The amulet was like 1,000 gold.
Yeah, 1k. So the other ones are quite cheap, but that one's 1k gold.
Yeah.
But it's still Dungeon Explorer
comes down to RNG and gold without any.
That's Guild Wars 2. That's just Guild.
Yeah, but it was an achievement that was specifically put in there to be a gear and money sink. It literally serves no other purpose other than to get rid of ascended gear.
Yeah.
Good.
But that's necessary. I mean, if you keep doing fractals every day, you're going to end up with an absurd amount of chests eventually.
Yeah, look at Teapot.
I mean, yeah, I can make a whole bunch of sets now. And as you keep doing raids, eventually you get to the point where you don't need any more ascended gear until they add more stat combos. Then maybe you do, or maybe you just transmute it over. Either way, so you have a whole bunch of stuff. Eventually, you're going to need to do something with that, and you have to salvage it. And you can salvage them to magnetite shards to get other stuff. But then again, why do you need the magnetite shards? But only ghostly infusions. So there you go. They should add something to the game that every time you do, either make some hard, challenging achievement repeatable in the raids, or just do it every time you clear a raid wing, when you've already done it for the week, you get some gold, or maybe you get an ascended crafting material, or maybe you get one magnetite shard. One magnetite shard. There we go. Just one.
One wouldn't incentivize me, but something would be nice.
One shard, no, that would not incentivize anyone.
No.
One magnetite shard. You want to go to the infusion? You've got to clear the raid 1,000 times. No.
I don't know. I think they should do something to incentivize it. I guess in the long run it'll work itself out, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know if we get something in November. I hope, please, ArenaNet, please give us.
Well, they were hoping to get.
Give us an article
Christmas
about raids at least. Talk to us about raids, maybe. Just something in November.
I really think this is the best picture I ever taken.
Okay, here we go.
This picture is so good.
What is this?
If this is you as a footer, I'm going to be annoyed and turned on. Oh,
the picture is wonderful.
Why? What am I looking at here?
The octopus in the background.
The octopus.
The octopus.
Oh, looking at the octopus in the background.
Who made you the octopus?
My friend Liz. She made my hats too.
Is the octopus also a hat? Can you wear it on your head?
Well, I mean, I could, but
that would be amazing.
Do it.
You could use it. You could use it to.
Next wing coming on Tuesday? No, I mean ArenaNet's going to announce it ahead of time and whatever.
I think
they're going to hype it up whenever it's coming.
I'm not even sure if the raid wing is coming in November anymore.
No, but I'm hoping.
They put the door there the other week, didn't they?
Yeah, put it quite a long way
ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be, but I don't think it will be. I think it might even be next year now. Nah, we do.
A lot of people are going to disagree, but they're getting closer on Black Lion chests to being decent.
You know what they should do? Honestly, they should make titles different colors. Like the hard ones should be like gold, and they should have particle effects too.
Wooden Potatoes suggested that before as well.
Oh, okay. Just scratch that. It's a bad idea.
Terrible. He more or less said something similar, where he said they need to stand out more and sort of grade like.
Combat Healer.
This is a difficult title to get, and this is a shitty title to get.
Combat Healer is the best.
Yeah.
But then I guess the problem with that is that they're going to classify like Slippery Slubling, and Dark Traveler is hard to get. So
not Dark Traveler, but Slippery Slubling they would. Eternal they would.
No, and they put like the be all and the end all.
No,
Eternal's a joke, man.
Eternals is easy. You can just exploit it anyway.
Yeah, but you got to do raids, so they'll consider that difficult.
A raid's challenging group content, Inks.
Challenging enough. Guess it depends if you ask. I think so. I think they're challenging.
If I can get through raids without getting kicked from a group, then no, they're not challenging enough.
Can you get through raids? Well, I mean, you raid with Salt, and we only I don't know. We don't really kick people. Well,
that's incorrect.
Well, I mean, you kick people, don't you, Brazil?
I think the baseline. I think the raids have a decent baseline of challenge. I would love to see a heroic version. But that would require them coming up with more mechanics for each boss. I really want to see 3 actual bosses minimum per wing, but they're not really committed to that either. So,
yeah,
I want to see a boss rush in the Mists, where it's like you can fight all of the raid bosses at the same time.
How would that? What mechanics and all? Jesus.
Yeah.
Tag team bosses. You fight one phase of Veil Guardian, then you do a phase of Gorsel, then a phase of Sabbather. Yeah.
No,
And then-
you
so
have
you do
Gorseval on Sabbatha's platforms.
Oh right. Okay.
Sabbatha goes up, Gorseval materializes, and then you have the spirits that go up onto the little platforms with the cannons. They kill the cannons for you, and then they glide down and they go into Gorseval, and he world eaters the platform.
Okay.
See, the spirits glide, and you have to anti-glide. No, you have to go on the cannons and shoot them out of the air. That's how you do it. Easy.
Okay.
But then it's just going to turn into the Chaos Fractal, and it's just going to suck.
Raids were challenging. No, I mean, raids still are challenging. It's just that by now the four of us who have, and certainly Brazil and MightyTeapot have raided way more than me and Alex, but you get used to those mechanics so that it becomes easier for you, but the difficulty is still the same as when you first attempted it. It's just that you're better at doing those mechanics.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen in any game that has any MMORPG that has raids. It's going to happen.
And raiding with Salt is good to keep your skills up because you never know what the fuck's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen.
You lose your sanity, but
exactly.
Yeah.
When the clear time has actually increased to the point where I can't even do 2 clears in one stream sometimes, that's fun. When it's taking 4 hours. But yeah, it actually is there because people have forgotten how to fucking play the game.
Yeah,
but no, it has nothing to do with that. Actually, it's just
there's nothing like raiding with Brobo and getting berated by a 12-year-old who says he's better.
By the way,
wow.
I need to bring this up. I was raiding on stream a few weeks ago before my internet died. Brobo comes into fucking chat and starts telling me how to play Druid.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like Brobo.
Oh,
fantastic.
Okay. I can't remember what he was saying, but it was all wrong. All wrong. It was
Brobo's the best. He's not wrong. See?
What was he saying? What was he saying?
Says he's correct.
I don't know. It was just after Lunar Impact got its nerf, and he was like, "Use it all the time. Use it all the time. Switch it and I can't remember the specifics.
But Lunar Impact is still pretty good though.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was essentially don't heal.
Don't heal.
And I was like, but the celestial thing, it does the thing that everybody likes.
The grace of the land, yeah.
If you don't do that, everybody falls over, and then they say nasty things.
See, if we delete Grace of the Land, then you can use Lunar Impact.
So, would you guys say that Brobo is delusional? Would you say he's delusional then, Alex? Would you say Brobo is a toxic? Can you say on stream that Brobo Frodo is a toxic delusional elitist? Just for Zach, so we can get that recorded.
He has arrived.
Oh wait, Brobo is here.
Yeah,
Brobo.
I just got a notification.
My
friend Brobo has just started watching. Oh.
Brobo.
Oh, nice of him.
You are a toxic, delusional elitist. But I'd still put a finger in you.
What? Can you say that he got kicked from ES as well? Because that really triggers him.
Here,
Brobo got kicked from ES.
Alright, let's make a new song right now. Let's make a new song. Alright, here. I'm gonna do some lines. Okay. No, just stop that. Cut that out. Wrong.
Wrong. How is there not a wrong song already?
Alright, let's do that. Let's just record that. Wrong. Alright, there we go. We got our wrong. Alright, let's see. Guys, seriously, I'm sick of you guys being mean to Brobo. He's a good player. He's a nice guy. Just leave him alone. You got that? Maybe I should.
Is Zach here?
I don't know if he's.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't think he's here. He's not gonna know. We're gonna have to tell him.
Wrong.
Brobo is toxic.
Yeah.
Oh, Brobo.
Brobo is not a toxic elitist. Brobo is a good player.
ES disagrees with you.
Oh, Brobo. I've not talked to Brobo in ages, so I do feel a bit unfair. Not unfair enough to stop, but, you know. How you been, Brobo? I've missed you.
Random user kicked Brobo Frodo from ES. I reckon that's what happened.
Why did
fucking random user?
Leave Brittany alone. That's right.
Leave Brittany alone.
Leave Boxy alone.
Oh, God.
There we go. Brobo, so yeah, there we go. Brobo, you're going to be a new song now. After Ocean Brobo. Have you heard that, Alex? Have you heard Brobo sing Ocean Man?
I'm really disappointed.
God.
Yeah.
I've not heard Brobo sing Ocean Man.
Let's do an intro. Once upon a time, from the depths of the deep, dark ocean, came a deep, dark Brobo.
What?
Deep, dark Brobos.
Can someone link Ocean Brobo in the chat?
You can't. He made Zach delete it.
Really? Wait, is it gone? Wait, is it actually gone?
I used to listen to Ocean Brobo every day. I'd give Zach a new view every day on Ocean Brobo, and now it's gone.
Brobo, do you need treatment for your anus?
No, do not. I will ban you.
Oh, it's gone. What the fuck? It is actually gone.
Brobo, forever.
Brobo, this is you have to embrace the meme. You have to embrace this. You can't.
Oh, it's still there. The unlisted link has been found.
This is a bad one too. This isn't even the good one.
Oh my god.
I need my auto tune.
Brobo's abusing his mod powers. Should we unmod him?
I need my auto tune, Zach. I know you'll see this later.
Wow.
I just need a private copy of that.
When about 6 or 7 years ago, I had a friend who, for some reason, recorded himself doing a freestyle rap called Bitches and Whores. And it was about essentially having anal sex with a dead prostitute, right?
Good.
Yeah. And for some reason, he sent me that recording. And I did exactly what this good Marty CZ has done and uploaded it to YouTube. So if you share this with people, they will do this kind of thing.
Well, the thing is, it was part of a bet because he failed the mechanic.
Was it?
It was a bet between him and it was a bet between him and Marty. The first person to get turned into an egg on Gorseville would be forced to sing Ocean Man.
I've never not seen Brobo turned into an egg on Gorseville.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got egged, so he suffered the punishment.
Brobo's an egg.
Yeah.
You could have at least put your back into it, mate. You know, I'm not feeling the emotion of being an Ocean Man. It doesn't ring true.
You got to hear the auto-tuned version. There's a lot more soul there. It's a lot more feeling in the auto-tune.
What do you mean someone subscribed for 3 months in a row?
Ed Rando, what?
How is it possible?
He has cheated time. He's already subscribed for 3 years in a row. Thanks, man. I love you, dude.
That's fantastic. How did he do that?
3 years. Wow. We should all aspire to be a great person like Ed Rando. You know, at the end of the day, subscribing it's going to make you a better going to make you a better person. 3 years, exactly. 3 years.
Is this your first TeaTime as a subscriber?
Yes,
with subs,
as Twitch sellout. This is the first sellout TeaTime. In fact,
awesome.
from now on, we're actually going to cancel TeaTime, guys. This is going to be Sellout Sunday, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring you guys on to the show, and you're just going to help me shill for 2 hours straight, and we're going to try and sell out and gather as much money as possible.
All right. Look, all right. So I see TZBNAP. I see 1up__. You guys have Twitch Prime, but seems you're not subscribers on this channel, are you? Why don't you go ahead and fix that?
Yeah, fix it.
Yeah, I agree.
Twitch Prime is terrible in Canada. Otherwise, I get it.
Subscribe to PG.
Wow, instant kick off the show.
You're shilling the wrong channel. What is this? Years? No. I said years because it's a meme. It's a meme. You did 3 months.
I spent it on Subluck for the Nike giveaway. Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Plebs in nearly 2K17. Exactly, Thranduil, he's got the right idea. But at the end of the day, it is money well spent, you know. At the end of the day,
money well spent. There you go.
Yeah, it is. You know, if you're gonna try and win those giveaways, they were actually rigged. He actually did rig the giveaway for haters from QT, because otherwise the QT would have DDoSed him and taken DNT down permanently, as well as obviously Nike stream. So that was rigged. It was cleverly hidden, but it was absolutely rigged in order to make sure that the DDoS was.
What were the prizes?
Did not get through. There was a bunch of gems, the minstrel, and a merchant contract, permanent merchant contract.
Ooh.
Wait, what happened? What happened, Nike?
Nike rigged his raffle so that DDoS wouldn't.
No.
The other way around.
That's not what he said.
Wouldn't DDoS him. He rigged it.
Yeah,
he rigged it.
He rigged the giveaway. Yeah, it was rigged
because I didn't win. It like Hillary is rigging the 2016 election.
He hosted Nike, so a massive influx of viewers came into the channel and diluted the chance for everyone to win.
Oh.
So there you go.
Well.
So then, what you do is you turn it onto a subscriber-only giveaway.
Well, you're actually not allowed to. You're not allowed to do that. Actually, fun fact.
Are you not?
No.
Really?
Some guy got banned for doing that, if I recall correctly.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
WP Mod won the grand prize.
Yeah, he did. Once again, Nike rigged the giveaway because he won the mods,
I would have actually not given the prize to him if that was my stream.
Wow.
I would have told him off, and I would have probably banned him too.
That's probably
what?
That's pretty toxic, Brazil.
Good.
People do that all the time. They come into your stream when you're giving shit away just to try and win.
I did a giveaway.
That's why people do the point systems and shit to try and
I did
to try and give the regular watchers a better chance.
I did a giveaway a few months ago, and it was something in Guild Wars 2. Join Jess hosted me, and Join Jess won.
Wow, not suspicious at all, is it?
Yeah.
So, was that a trade there? You traded the host for the giveaway win? Nice job there. That's pretty smart. I like that. That's a high IQ play.
I know.
She
genuinely did win, though.
I mean, generally you should only let followers win, but yeah.
That's what that. I mean, I don't know what thing you guys used to do raffles, but I use the Moobot thing, and it tells you if people are following, and you can go, you'd win, but you're not following.
Well, I mean, here on
let's do a fashion contest. Here we go.
Here on this channel, you can win even if you're not following, but you get double luck if you're a follow, and another 5 times luck if you're a sub. So that's pretty fucking value. Okay, guys, that's pretty fucking good. Wait, what the hell is this image? What is this? Well, hey, you know what? We need to talk about that. Actually, we didn't mention this. Remember right now, Brazil. You know what map is going to be in ranked next season?
What?
Skyhammer.
No!
Yep.
I mean, Skyhammer's just... Skyhammer is the best map. Especially now they put the walls around.
Jeez. It's kind of boring, to be honest. And the jump pads are just bad. Anyway. Whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the map will develop and actually be good. But I don't know.
Develop into what? Like, I mean, maybe they're changing something. I don't know, but
well, maybe that's obviously going to be the intention, right? They're going to try and make it better. But the thing is, they removed all the stupid gimmicks from the map. So now wait, what the hell? What is this?
Oh,
wait, what? Why are you adding Brobo to the call?
Don't add.
What? Adding Brobo?
So
okay, right. Add Brobo. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
TeaTime is taking an interesting turn. We're adding.
You're messing up the format.
Yeah.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Brobo.
Tell us about your first homosexual experience.
Oh.
Are you even here?
Hi.
What's he doing?
Hi, Teapot.
You're Younger.
First time
anything.
caller, long time watcher.
Diversity.
My name's Brobo.
I'm gonna add Nemesis.
His
too,
Skype
so
crashed.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
look! Here we go.
hello.
Brobo is on the air.
It's
Hello?
that boy.
Well, okay, my Skype's broken. I can just constantly hear the Skype calling sound.
No,
Can't make it stop.
good. That's
Won't
perfect.
stop.
That's
This
perfect.
isn't... Okay, I'm gonna reset my Skype. I'll be right back.
Jesus. This is the kind of high quality podcasting
Yeah.
that Tea Time.
Quick, add Nemesis as well. That's where it really gets interesting.
He's probably in the middle of stuff.
Oh, shame.
Does
What
Nemesis
are
still
some
play
of
Guild
those? No.
Let's just add
Yeah.
every guest we've ever had just out of nowhere. Let's just get
Just-
20 people on here.
Just start calling people.
Yeah, this is.
It's remarkable.
I'm just gonna call everyone in my Skype directory. Hang on, be right back.
I think
Just add
Brobo's
everyone.
casting right now, or Jebro's casting right now.
Oh yeah. But we can add Helseth as well. We can help cast, right? That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How many viewers do they have? Oh, they got 1,100 viewers.
1100.
Yeah.
You know what?
Quality.
You know what had more than that? Another dead game, StarCraft 2, 100k viewers. Nice.
Brobo just disconnected. Hello.
Yeah, he's restarting.
Skype sucks. Discord, if you're
video
watching,
chat, man.
please just finish the
Just-
video
just-
chat
yeah.
already.
Finish the video chat. Push them out of the market. Put the last nail in Skype's coffin. Just
Push.
drown them.
Is it Amazon or Facebook that owns Skype now?
Microsoft.
Mike,
Hello?
close enough.
Oh, it's
Hello?
Brobo.
Oh,
Hello?
Borbo.
Can you hear me?
It's that boy.
Hello? Is this Skype?
Hello? Yeah, we hear you.
You're on
Yeah,
there,
this is
cool.
Hi.
Skype.
Hi.
Skype headquarters here.
Fuck you, lol.
Okay.
Is that all you wanted to say?
What do
Hey,
you
come on.
What do you wanna
This is
say,
a grown-up
Brobo?
talk show. We don't
Yeah.
resort to potty mouths.
Okay, sorry. Nice profile picture, Inks.
Ocean Man.
It's a good
Yeah.
profile
Shake me
picture.
by the hand.
So yeah, can you sing Ocean Man for us, Brobo?
On stream?
Yeah, let's go.
Monkey.
Right now?
Wait,
No,
when's
we're
face
doing
reveal?
it.
How many subs for Brobo face reveal?
So,
Yeah.
someone
Yeah,
give me
face-
500 gold right now and I'll do it.
If I had
Everyone-
500 gold, I'd do it, but I don't.
Everyone
no, no,
send
no,
him
no,
gold
no,
ore.
no, no,
Everyone
that-
send him gold
that-
ore.
No, gold all won't cut it.
No.
Hey, you said- Ah.
No.
Wow,
Not
listen to this TP bear in here. Gold ore won't cut it.
It's not good enough. Yeah, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about, Brobo? What's up,
What's
dude?
going on, mate?
Yeah, what's
I don't-
going on?
Don't appreciate the abuse, guys.
Really?
What abuse?
So tell
Yeah.
us what exactly happened with ES.
I didn't enjoy my time in the guild, so
And then
I
you
decided-
started abusing the officers and they kicked you from the guild. Is that what happened?
I told
No.
you weren't gonna enjoy your time in that guild, Brobo.
Yeah.
So Brazil was always right.
There are two people that are right. There are only two people, Nemesis and I.
Nemesis in
Damn it.
Brazil. That's it.
Well, okay.
Everybody else is what?
Wrong.
It's a great
I need-
soundbite.
Need that on the soundboard. Just press the wrong button.
In this stream, Brobo confronts his cyberbullies. Yeah. So okay, right. We actually need to have this out right now. Actually, so Brobo, Alex claims that you are a trash druid. How do you plead?
I mean, I don't know if I'm getting called trash druid by Alex. I'm doing something wrong.
So come on, think back. So apparently you were shit talking him on stream. Do you remember this incident?
Does that sound like you, Brobo?
Yeah, is that you?
Everything. I mean, like, it was 6 months ago, at least.
I mean, okay. Don't know.
I
Have you improved?
I think
Have
One
you
Up is
improved in the 6
confirming.
months from harsh words?
I think One Up seems to be confirming that you are a trash druid. I think maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not, but okay.
Wow. Oh
So
my God.
what
Why
is
does
your next?
Brobo, come on, mate. We're having some fun. It's all jokes, bud.
All right, we're gonna have some. We're gonna learn. All right, Inks, say something mean about me. Actually, chat, roast me. Go full on.
Oh,
everything
shit.
you got.
Let's roast Brazil.
Everything you got right now.
Comedy Central, the roast
Do
of
it.
Brazil.
I'm gonna teach you how to respond to people calling you bad.
Brazil is a valued member of the Guild Wars 2 community.
You're blonde
Wow.
and your hair looks like it hasn't been washed in 10 years. You're one step away from having dreadlock on accident. That's not even very good.
Brazil looks like a filthy hobo. There's the roast from Melvin.
I don't anymore. I want to roast you, but I'm afraid you'll eat yourself.
That's pretty nice, actually.
I'm gonna end up in Inks' baby gut. He's gonna get me too.
Oh.
You guys can't. I don't think you guys can see. Thank God.
Well,
I look like I'm about to give birth to Brobo on stream.
well,
Brazil is not too ashamed of himself to show face cam. Brazil is worried that people at work are gonna find Brazil.
This is a nice
Brazil is
one.
the total biscuit
Yeah,
of
that's a
Guild Wars.
nice one. Yeah. That's a nice roast because I know you don't like TV.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Brazil. Oh, that's nice. Brazil isn't even a developed country. That's pretty good, actually.
Wow.
That's actually pretty good.
The webcam shattering is pretty weak.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
What kind of? That's an old meme.
But someone named Arno San, I don't know what that means.
TeaTime,
It sounds like a font.
It's a nice background you got there. Nice environment you're in on the stream. I don't know, whatever.
I'm not even watching this.
I don't even know. What was that, Brobo?
I think
Like
it's
a nice
the
attempted roast.
No, it wasn't even a roast. It was like
Yeah.
the place you have, like the scenery you have in your background.
You've seen the behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I managed to exploit here.
He's
There we
breaking,
Because he can't.
he's
So
breaking through the wall.
Yeah.
Nice.
Some guy showed me this pretty nice map break to get here.
so
Oh, hang on, why am I
guy.
sharing a corner with
Some
Brobo?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're sharing a corner.
Half Alex,
guess
half
we're both
Brobo.
worth half a person.
What?
Me because of obvious reasons.
Ooh,
because-
okay, all right.
Ooh.
Wow.
my gosh.
What do we do? What do we do when we have Brobo here, though, guys? I mean, Brobo's here.
Brobo, what are you up to in Guild Wars 2 at the moment,
Yeah,
mate?
what's up, man?
What's going on in your world?
What guild are you applying
Okay.
to next? Yeah.
Fuck off.
Seeing as we're roasting people, let's just. No. Can we?
oh,
Come on, mate, what's going on? Seriously, tell us about your Guild Wars 2 experience of late.
Don't know. I do dungeons.
you know what? Robo's 3/5 of a druid.
Wow.
Brazil. Right.
There we go.
That's
There's more fire than Brobo's Condi Ranger.
Well,
Not bad.
yeah. I mean, that's a compliment, right?
Yeah. Diversity doesn't work.
Build diversity
Okay.
doesn't work.
It's do dungeons.
I know the perfect guild for you. You'd fit in so well, and this is actually serious.
Is it
Like-
Wolf?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
what was that?
Wolf.
Yeah, I love Wolf.
Join Howl, the new elitist wolf. I only watch weekly Teapot's podcast to prove myself there are people who are worst at sarcasm than me.
Oh really, Asic W? Oh really?
I don't know, man. I think these were some pretty sick roasts, dude. I mean,
I think you could have
think
this was some savage shit, dude. This was harsh.
I don't know. I think
Actually,
you guys should pick me on TeaTime every single I don't know, whatever week.
Yeah.
Every week. Brobo on
Oh
T.
wow, Umbra's here. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Hmm.
I don't even die on Spider Queen. The fuck?
Just a friendly.
No, I'm
tea
doing.
time.
I just did Spider Queen. I didn't die. So.
So, Brobo, what took you back to dungeons? Are you like just doing 5-man groups or soloing or what?
Don't know. I run them with friends. And most of the time, we do 1, 2, 3 people. Yeah.
He's trying.
Keep going.
You
I'm
run
not very
them with
good-
friends.
I'm,
one
I'm
to
not
three
very
people.
good at dungeons.
1 to 3
like-
friends.
Yeah. 1, 2, or 3. I don't
Fucking
know.
hell,
I
Kev.
don't know, like Sam. I don't know. Marty. Even though Marty's like a non-player, so when I run with him, it's like a solo. It's nice.
That's nice.
So what you're saying is that Marty carries you.
I remember wait, explain this then, Brobo. We have Nico here saying, I remember last time we trioed AC, both Brobo and Marty died on Spider Queen.
When did we even trio AC? I don't want Dungeons of You.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, this is some pretty compelling stuff here.
I remember when we trioed Fractals and Marty died on Ancient Ooze. Not Ancient Ooze, I don't know, whatever the meme's called, and then we had to trio that at like 75%. That was nice.
What?
We trioed the Ooze in Thermanova with Marty,
Subject
and he died
6.
at 75%. Yeah, that thing. And don't know, it was easier duoing it with Nico than it was trioing it with Marty. It was nice.
Wow, rip. Oh, wow, we got some hot fire on this stream today, haven't we? This is
brutal.
Wow, nice racism, XD.
It's not racism. I love you.
Kev says RPGShack's druid players are so bad that his girlfriend left him after watching his stream once.
Oh, holy shit! Totally fucking wrecked.
Wow.
That's cruel.
Well, I think actually what I want to ask you. Do you know what I want to ask you, Brobo? What? Because I actually think you are very well aware of this. But why is it that you get baited every single time when people try and bait you?
Entertainment.
What?
So what? Sorry.
Entertainment?
Yeah.
So you are. It's actually an act. This is a troll the whole time then.
Yeah, the real troll is me.
Okay.
Is it?
I don't know,
most of the time I actually get triggered. Other times I just kind of do it for the meme, I guess.
Are you the real master manipulator?
Are
Yeah,
you playing the long game?
Yeah. Okay.
And in fact,
I know another guy who's like that. His name's Killer Keemstar. Maybe you've heard of it.
New Reddit thread.
Get right into the news.
Let's see if we can get a post out of this. I'm sure we can.
It turns out we're not the triggerers.
I'm gonna read it. I'll read it. All right.
Shit! This is a good post. This is a good post.
I was doing my T4 daily runs as I always do since they implement it. I play only with pugs, and I never really had a problem with that. Everything was fine back then when AR cost a lot. Now that everyone can afford it, there is a lot more people, and I believe it's good for the game. But the problem appears recently with quantified people related to those builds, and only you're not allowed if you don't follow. The thing is, I myself in a quantified raid stuff. So what happened? I was playing PS War on Volcanic Fractal, and then he has a link to it. And I was like, I knew that with the greatsword I'll be dead soon, so I switched to rifle, and my group couldn't kill the boss, and I was the last man alive, so I decided to suicide. Then they referred to my rifle and said, this is why we lost, because I didn't follow the meta. Without time to explain, I got kicked from the group. Even angry, I decided to join another group. This time I took greatsword because it's so meta. During the fight, they saw it's hard to survive as a warrior during worm phase with poison traits.
What is this?
Yeah, they also picked the wrong fractal. So they asked me to switch to ranged during the fight. I told them I just quit last fractal, and they didn't say anything until some people dies. Before respawn, they kicked me without time to switch or anything. The day I played with pugs, we played on the Chaos fractal. We hardly got to the boss, and people left during the fractal. At the end, at the boss, I put the group in LFG since people left, and someone come.
No life
left. Meaning he left the fractal, so I decided to vote to exclude him. What happened next? I got instant kick from the reason. Although, yeah, that makes sense. So it's some hard work for someone who left. I like to work for others. Another fractal, still on fractal. I played with 2 Necro and 1 Druid, and another PS. I played PS. During the fractal, after a random wipe, that's the end of the sentence, they decided to kick the wars because it would be faster with 2 Necro. I don't know when, but with Raid or Quantify, people just getting to elitism even if they aren't that good. And I should precise, I never call myself good. They only relate to meta as a condition of success. It's been 2 days in a row without finishing my day.
2 days.
I don't want to log.
Jesus.
Yes, I must have precise that I don't insult other people during those fractals.
What is this?
I have the.
What is this?
Profit, and if you're not profitable enough, you're fired.
What?
It sounds like this chap might just need to do something else except tier 4 fractals for a couple of days. But no, 2 days bad experience. 2 days bad experience. That's it. Game over.
Today I learned that first QT killed Harold, and now they killed the community.
Yeah,
it's done. It's over, boys. It's over.
They created the PvE Bible, and now it's elitist. Now
they've killed tier 4 fractals. You can't do them anymore.
Fucking QT.
Thanks, QT.
Why are you blaming QT? And he replies, I don't blame QT.
Oh my goodness.
First they killed Harold, now they killed fractals.
Why people think I blame QT here? I just speak of people related to them as the Bible.
What is this?
This is.
We made people quit the game. We quit as well, but we take the community with us. See, look, 1UP even admits it, guys. He even admits it in chat. QT killed the game. QT is DDoSing fractals. I knew it. They're DDoSing the PvE community. And yeah, Nemesis. We don't have our guardian, Nemesis, who can be the immovable object that we need to save.
I want to
just add Deroya to the.
I want to talk to Deroya.
What? We're not just going to add him now. Why would we do that?
Let's talk to that Deroya.
Is he online?
No, because you know what? You're just shit talk king the entire time.
No. What? I don't know.
Yeah, you will, won't you? Yeah, you will.
I've got a lot of friends in King.
Yeah. What's wrong with King? They do like really good. I don't know. I think they do well.
King is like an over-the-counter medication.
Have you seen the new King Offspring guild? First X, then this. It'll be funny.
Is it called Queen?
I don't know. It's called like EN, not EN, or I don't know, some role.
Is it ES?
No.
Did you get kicked from them?
Yes. That's exactly.
Wow. Do you realize what you just admitted? He asked you if you got kicked from ES. And then you said yes.
Yes.
I don't know, like at this point, I might as well just embrace the.
So who's the next guild that you're going after, Brobo? What's your goal?
Don't get accepted to any of them anyway. I suck all.
Snow Crows. Go for Snow Crows.
Now that they've kicked Sam from Snow Crows, I hear they're looking for a replacement.
Sam I think.
Replacement Sam?
Yeah, don't know. Can you really replace Sam? Actually, yeah, that's true. Not very good trick. No, I'm joking.
And this is a great Reddit post, guys. This is actually a great Reddit post, let's be honest.
It deserves gold.
It does. If I almost want to give this guy gold. This is just... Yeah. This post is gold. Oh, if only we could upvote this to the front page, but it would just... Yeah. People on r/Guild Wars 2, just, they don't like fun. And that is the problem, actually, with this subreddit, okay? Why can't we have this? Why can't this be the top? You know what our top upvoted post of all time is? Don't pre-order Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars 2.
But what is?
Don't pre-order Guild Wars 2.
Hearthstone, same thing. Okay, but imagine if our top upvoted post ever was /rant, the elitism of this game makes me quit. Now that would be a community. Okay, why can't we have that?
We can't have nice things, that's why.
Yeah, that's right. Guys, I was kidding. They didn't kick Sam. They didn't kick Sam.
Yes, they did.
Relax.
They kicked Sam.
Relax.
Yes, they did.
Brobo, if you want a new guild, if you I'm sure if Peachy Party or
I was actually in Peachy Party, but I got kicked.
Of course you did.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Yeah. I said that word that I can't say on stream in chat like, over and over again.
Brobo, what? Why would you even do that? That's just not even funny.
A lot of people got really triggered.
Oh my god.
Can someone type the word in the chat, in the Skype chat box?
Oh.
Is it a racial slur?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
The sentence would go something like, I don't know, Alex is stupid.
Don't finish that sentence.
No, it's actually a really weird coincidence. No, seriously. No.
Poor Teapot just got his sub button. Don't finish that sentence.
Yeah.
He's not. His name's
Let's
not
see
Ray
how
J.
fast we
He had
can
to
go
work
from-
hard for it.
Yeah,
We went from 0 to 50 really fast. Let's see how fast we can go from 50 to 0.
Oh my god. Okay, okay, chat. I'm getting the idea. I'm getting the idea.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I get it.
Teapot had to work really hard to get his button.
Yeah, well, that's gone
He's
now.
not like some people.
I'm
Look
sorry.
up in chat.
I'm sorry, Teapot.
Yeah, rip partner, guys. There it is.
4 years of work. Let's start again.
It's okay. I can open a new channel. You guys will come and follow, right? It's good. It's fine.
Super strong kettle.
But
See you
you
now.
know, I think that's a pretty good place to end, right, guys? You know, we've
I wouldn't say
Well,
that.
after that
This was an
amazing
experience.
amazing Reddit post. I mean, we can't really get even better than
Before
that.
the stream, we were talking again. We said there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to do in this game. What will we ever talk about? Oh, we went on for almost 2.5 hours.
Same thing we do every week, Brazil.
Yeah.
Rant about raids.
You know, the stream
about
wouldn't be
right.
as good if I wasn't here.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have that
Wrong.
on my soundboard now. It's really nice
Right.
to have.
Here's the
No,
next
we're
week.
gonna. Yeah, next Tuesday. I have the day off on Tuesday. Wow, so I can raid and we can elect a president.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
What? What did you do that for, Teapot?
Because you do realize that Tuesday is the day that is the first ever day. You know, Hillary is obviously woman president, but Trump is a meme president. Okay, so he will be, if he is elected, he will be the first meme to actually be head of state.
Nike, what the hell?
Okay.
Okay, right. So, all right, Teapot. If Trump wins, will you get a Trump emote?
No, you'd have to get his permission.
He will sue the hell out of you.
So it's no good. It's no good, you know. We should come on, guys. We're not especially considering it's the voting. We actually shouldn't discuss.
Do you guys want to
politics
see my
whatsoever.
Donald Trump stick? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sticker?
We're not.
Yeah.
Marcy?
We're not talking politics because we don't want to influence anyone because that would be
Here's it.
silly.
It
Vote
would
for
be.
whoever you want to,
It
guys.
would be.
I went to after I got my car fixed. I made rounds to visit my grandparents. I got over to dear old
Brazil.
grandma's house. She has a Donald Trump
Oh
sticker
my god.
sitting on
Yeah.
the coffee
Okay.
table.
Yep.
Ugh.
Why,
She lives
so-
like deep in Dallas, and she's
Okay.
like, "We can't put it on the car because they'll come slash our tires."
why does Brazil not use face cam anymore?
Wait, really? I would
What?
think they would be. I would think they would be in support of
What, the Deep South?
Donnie.
Not where she lives.
No, okay.
Well,
fair
whereabouts does your gran live again, Brazil?
In Dallas.
All right, Texas is
It's
next door.
They're not a big fan of Trump there.
So there are lots of different cultures in Texas, and a lot of them are violent, but they're on different ends of different spectrums. And the reason I've explained this, but the reason I'm not using a face cam is because my appearance has been severely altered to the point where I went from being very recognizable to very recognizable. And I started a new job, and it would be very detrimental if someone recognized me. And considering I've been recognized 3 times in the past,
way.
it's not a risk I'm willing to take anymore, because I don't want to have to quit or lose a job.
Show
Are you
face off
completely
the stream.
shaven? Are you completely shaven?
I mean, I look very similar to Teapot right now.
Are you completely
Like,
shaven? Keep it.
I shave in the morning.
above the neck, Brobo. Jesus Christ.
I shave in the morning, and by the afternoon, it's like somebody just drew on my face with a marker. It's so annoying.
Yeah, grow up, Brobo. He doesn't shave his nipples. Relax.
I set myself on fire
What about you,
once, and then I shaved my chest.
Nope,
once.
I'm all. I mean, clearly, I'm pure natural. So
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay. You know what?
Alright.
We need to shut this down now, otherwise this is gonna get out of hand. So yeah, that's the end of tea time, guys. We have our amazing guest. It is Alex, aka RPGShack. Tell us about yourself. What is it that you do on the internet?
I make videos about Guild Wars 2 and other RPGs and that kind of thing. And occasionally I force my way into other people's podcasts to steal their viewers, with varying degrees of success. But yeah, I live at youtube.com / the only RPGShack. So there's some Skyrim stuff on there at the moment. So go and check that out, and as well as Guild Wars 2 type stuff.
There we go. It's concise. Let's see. And also we have, it is Brazil. Brazil is always here. He's here even more often than me. What do you do?
I've never missed a tea time.
It's true.
I make YouTube videos. I'd like to stream, but it's inconvenient to do so. My activity, I'll be on tea time because it works out to do so, but my activity is probably going to be pretty limited coming up. I'm going to try and be on the stream on Tuesday and raid with him because I have the day off, but I don't know.
All right.
Life moves on.
There we have it. And of course, we have new inks, which is kind of dank version of old inks.
You should join the Salt Discord so that you can listen to my pure hatred and negativity 24/7 at all hours of the day and night, because I never sleep pretty much anymore. I've decided that sleep is overrated. You don't really need it.
Okay.
What about me?
Really tired.
What about you?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You can find Brobo at brobo.com.
We can find him on Marty's YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Marty. I flame other people for dying in a RAS skips because they got into combat.
Okay.
That's as good as mine. Well done.
And there we go. And then all that is left to say is that obviously go follow all these fine gentlemen, except Brobo. He's just a frog on a unicycle. You can't really, you don't follow that. But yeah, the links were posted by the bot probably. And then, follow this stream, subscribe to the stream as well. You get ad free, and come on, who likes ads, guys? Okay, just you subscribe.
I love ads.
You get an icon. You get, let's sell out a little bit. You get the legendary insight icon. You can be a legendary insight. Okay, you pick them up from raids, but now you can be one, and that's exactly what you want. And then follow this stream, then follow me on Twitter and subscribe on YouTube. Job done. Obviously, do the same for everyone here. And yeah, that's it. Watch all of our videos. It's amazing. It's good for you.